morning. We are just wrapping up our time in Key Largo. We spent down there with some friends. Something very exciting happened. I fed some tarpon. There's a spot there they drove us to.
She really fed the tarpon.
Oh
yeah.
boy, did I ever. Check it out. It got me.
Wow.
Wasn't that crazy?
That was nuts.
Oh, I'm still nursing my wounds from that thing, but I would do it again for sure. I highly recommend. A good thing they had that net in place because those fish, I think, weighed more than I did. I feel like I could have been pulled in.
Yeah, I'll hold your legs next time.
Those pelicans were so aggressive.
Yeah, that one stole my bait.
They were in attack mode for sure. Today's video, we want to talk about another upgrade we've made to our new Camp Cirrus 820 truck camper. Now, we've been eyeing the Starlink internet situation for quite a long time now. We just have not been ready to pull the trigger. We didn't really like the mobile satellite, the initial one they had for RVs, because you have to set it up every time you go somewhere. And the coverage, we've been waiting for coverage to get a little bit better. You know, they're launching satellites all the time. And now they've come out with the new flat satellite that you can permanently mount. Yeah, you can use in motion. So we pulled the trigger and did that.
Yeah, pretty expensive, but having connectivity is pretty important for us in our way of living and posting, YouTube videos and that sort of thing. And we love being in remote areas.
Yeah.
Like this summer we're up in Maine, and I would just love to go back in the deep parts of North Maine and just explore, but there's no cell service at all up there, nothing.
No.
In a lot of places that we travel.
I would still like to, talk to my parents every few days. And
yeah, I don't mind. I actually enjoy being away from cell service for a couple days and putting all the devices away, but not for weeks on end. So, and then if you have, an issue, you have to make an emergency call or do something. It's just nice having that. So
peace of mind.
Yeah, so we went ahead and bought the in-motion Starlink, and I wasn't exactly sure how I wanted to install the parts that are inside. We wanted to have it when we went to the Keys, so I kind of did a quick mounting of it and got the router and modem inside a cupboard here. And then you have to pull out the plugs and plug it in. It's kind of a cumbersome mess, right? Cumbersome?
Clunky?
Clunky, cumbersome?
Cumbersome, yeah.
Anyway, it's not ideal, but I'm still kind of debating on where I want to maybe install an outlet inside the cupboard with a switch instead of having to plug it in and unplug it all the time.
Why don't we take them on the roof?
Okay.
And we'll hit it in reverse. We'll show you the roof mount area, and then we'll bring you back inside and show you what we've done in here.
Okay, so this is where I wanted to mount it, and I wanted to have access to a hole in the roof, so I mounted it next to this vent, which I'll explain that in just a minute. I installed these 2 pieces of aluminum square tube. All I could get my hands on was a fairly thin walled. I might replace these with a thicker, more rigid cross piece, because if you can see under here, this piece of styrofoam, it's a heavy piece of foam. And when I got the antenna all mounted, it moved a lot because these were not very rigid. So I put that under there just to see if it would help. And it works like really awesome. So anyway, it's kind of silly, but it seemed to work. So the first thing I did was mount this, the bracket that came with the Starlink antenna. I mounted it to these cross pieces. And then there's 4 holes, threaded holes in the antenna that these 4 bolts hold it onto there with. You use Loctite, of course. You don't want to let this expensive antenna go flying down the highway. So the system is inside the camper. So I ran the the cord that plugs in the antenna up through a vent in the closet and out this the top of the vent. It's like a mushroom cap. There's the vent tube comes up, and this cap is like a mushroom over the top. And so this cord goes. I drilled a hole. I'll show you inside. I drilled a hole in the ventilation tube, ran the cord up through here with this top off, and then when I put the top back on, this is still, it had less than a 2-inch bend, which is what the instructions said, no less than. So the bend is more than 2 inches to go down through the pipe, and it's just temporarily taped onto the roof right now, and then it just comes around and plugs in. Take you inside, and I'll show you where this cord comes out of here and how it's hooked up.
Okay, back inside. What can you show us here?
Okay, so I'll try to take the camera from you. So what I did was I drilled a hole big enough for the plug end of this antenna cable to go in and shoved it up there, and then pulled it out the top and connected it. Then I just put some duct tape and sealed it up around there. And then this is all temporary. This is all the excess cord because I'm going to be installing some shelving units in here. And so this will be up on a shelf up there. Okay, so then I was thinking I would put the business parts up on the top of this shelf as they fit that way, and the door shuts and latches. And so the cable, I had to take these 2 shelves off, which was 6 screws on each side to take these out. And then these little white boards back there, I took those out. And then I ran the cable back behind here. There was a hole over here that I ran it through, back out here, and this is where it's all, and it's heavy duty Velcro just to hold it in place. And then to use it, it has to be, each one has to be plugged in. So we'll have to have, we plug into shore power, or when we get a new lithium battery system, hopefully next month, we'll be able to run this off our batteries. So not the most ideal to have to pull this out and plug it in. So I may, in the near future, if I decide this is where I want to keep it, maybe I'll try to run some wires from outlet up into here and have them just plugged in up here permanently, and maybe wire a switch to that plug-in. So when you want to use it, you just flip the switch instead of have to plug it in and unplug it all the time. But anyway, that's all it is. It's plug and play. These are connected together. All you have to do is run the cable out, hook it to the antenna, go to the, will you explain the app, how that works?
Yeah. So yes, this whole system is very plug and play, user friendly. Literally plug, open the Starlink app, and it tells you exactly what to do. You create your network and your password. Boom, you're on. It was just like that. Now we did test it to see if it would reach up into the cab where we have this router and modem, and it does. So it is something we could use in motion if we wanted to or needed to, but again, our inverter needs to be turned on for that in order to activate these, power these outlets. So again, that may be something we change in the future, I don't know, but it is a possibility to use it in motion up front.
We were visiting friends in Fort Myers recently and turned it on. We were plugged in, and 3 of us went up into their brick house. We were parked in the driveway, went up into the house, and 3 of us were getting fast Wi-Fi
inside their house, which was incredible. And when we're in the Keys, their Wi-Fi wasn't reaching the truck again, like in Fort Myers. And so I fired it up, and it was very stormy, cloudy. There were trees, but none that were directly blocking the path of the satellite. And I was able to get on just like that. So it is working so far.
kind of going to be a game changer for how we travel, because we literally sometimes get in these places that it's like 0 cell service, and we're there for a few days, and maybe we'd like to stay for, you know, a week or more and really explore some of those places that we just haven't been able to stay out of service that long.
And so Canada in general, for us, the times we've been there, their service for our phones and stuff has not been good. So This will make travel through Canada for us a lot better too. So, well, anywhere we go, really, we won't even have to think about it now. So,
right. And we can share our Wi-Fi with our neighbors.
We can.
That would be nice. So
if you see us at a campground or anywhere and you need some Wi-Fi, let us know, because it seems to reach pretty far.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just wanted to share that update with you. We'll definitely keep you updated as we go along. I'm sure there's going to be some instances where we cannot use it, or it's blocked by trees, or, there's definitely going to be some of that going on. But
yeah, so we'll share more of it as we get our battery system in there. We'll actually kind of do some testing and see how it works and show that.
Yeah. All right, we'll see you next week. Carry on.
Carry on. Thanks for watching.
Join us on Patreon for extra content and all our videos early released and ad-free.
Check out the children's book that Irene wrote. You can get it on Amazon, or if you want an autographed copy, go to our website at carryonvagabond.com.
All proceeds go directly to the Green Bean Fund. Thanks again, and
carry on.
Carry on.